let's get started with this. Alright, guys, welcome to episode 2. First of all, thank you so much इतना support देने के लिए episode 1 को. I never really expected that इतने ज़्यादा लोग इस चीज़ को support करेंगे, but I'm very very happy to see कि there is actually a good amount of people, एक अच्छा proper crowd है that actually wants to do better in life. So once again, I want you to pat your back because you are back to here to improve yourself, to improve your mindset, to gain that bulletproof mindset once again in another episode. Now before we start this one, I want to ask you one simple question. पिछला जो episode आपने देखा था, how many of you watched that whole episode in one go and how many of you watched that episode in parts? थोड़ा सा देख लिया, उसके बाद थोड़ी कुछ कर लिए, फिर वापस थोड़ा सा देख लिया. So this type of people, I want to ask you one thing. Where is your commitment? Why cannot you commit to things? अगर आप एक सिंपल सा 10-15 मिनट का पॉडकास्ट देखने को कमिट या सुनने को कमिटमेंट नहीं कर सकते, हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू कमिट टू योर गोल्स? हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू सॉल्व बिगर प्रॉब्लम्स इन लाइफ? सो आई वॉन्ट यू टू स्टे कमिटेड. इफ़ यू आर लिसनिंग टू दिस राइट नाउ, मैं चाहता हूँ कि यार आप लोग इसको वन शॉट में सुनो, ध्यान से, फुल फोकस विथ फुल कमिटमेंट. This is how you actually start improving in life with such small things. If you learn how to commit to listening a podcast for 15 to 20 minutes, you will be able to commit to even bigger things in the future. So please इसको पार्ट्स में मत सुनना. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पूरा फ्लो ख़राब हो जाएगा. एंड सुनोगे एक शॉर्ट में सुनना विथ 100% फोकस, विथ 100% माइंडफुलनेस ऑफ व्हाट यू आर लिसनिंग टू. तो today I really want to talk about something that has been on my mind lately. अब देखो, ये जो चीज़ है, ये जो podcast है, this is not scripted at all. I'm just sitting, it's just me, my mic, you already know what's going on over here, me, my mic, talking to my alpha crowd. And if anyone has a problem with anything that I'm saying, don't listen to this. I'm not doing this for views, I'm not doing this for money. I am doing this because we are over here to improve ourselves. This is not entertainment of any form. This is over here, you, an OG, listening to an OG, mentally preparing yourself for life, improving your mental mindset. So today I really want to talk about being mindful of what you consume. So don't worry, I'm not just going to talk about कि यार आप क्या खा रहे हो, because consuming is much more than that. Food is not the only thing that you consume, but starting off with what I want you to understand. Ask yourself, what are you consuming? Let's start with food. Now, there are a lot of people. Abhi dekho, first of all, when I was in India, I was not even aware that a lot of food that we are consuming is not that good of a quality, is not that great as we think it is. I only realized after I went international, after I went to Dubai, I realized that the quality of food can be far better than what we are consuming. And I want to ask you a simple question. You get one shot at this life. You get to live only once. Why are you going to put anything that has potential to turn your body, to turn your physique, to turn your mind into a bad thing? Why would you feed anything destructive into your mind, into your body? If I give you an option, if I tell you that let's just say you have to make sure, अगर मैं आपको बोलूँगा that let's just say you select 100 चीज़ों में से, या I would say 100 गाड़ियों में से आप एक गाड़ी सिलेक्ट करो, और वो गाड़ी आपको अपनी rest of the life आपको वही गाड़ी चलाना है. You are going to select the car that is not the fastest, that is not the most expensive, but the car that has the highest quality, that has the highest, I would say, duration, life, right? आप ये सारी चीज़ें देखोगे. Do the same thing with your food. Don't eat unnecessarily expensive food. Eat quality food that will help you last longer in this world. You have only one shot at this life. Stop eating shitty food out there. Stop eating cheap, oily, and unnecessary, unhealthy food out there. You have to be mindful of what you are consuming, what you are feeding to your body. Because the type of food that you eat, it also has a lot of effect on your brain. I'm not sure कितने लोगों में पता है, but yes. So the first thing is I want you to understand how important this topic is, because especially as Indians, हम लोग इस बात पे बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, because हम लोगों को आदत ही होती है वैसा फूड खाने की. And not just food, I especially want to talk to the people that smoke, drink, or do any kind of this type of stuff. I personally think that that is the dumbest thing that you can ever do with your body, with your life. You get one shot at this life. I'm repeating it again and again. You get one shot at this life, and you are spending money to feed something destructive into your body. Think about that for a second. आप पैसे खर्च कर रहे हो to give your body something that is destroying it. How dumb is that? And honestly, I absolutely hate people that do all this type of stuff. Earlier I used to, but now I have shifted my mindset towards something different. Because now look, if someone else is doing that, if someone else is doing all that stuff that I don't like, I don't have a right to look down on them. I'm not better than them, they're not lower than me. It's not about them, it's about me. It's about me, it's about what I am doing with my body. So as long as I am not hurting myself, I don't have a right to tell anyone anything about what they're doing. But this is about me, so I am going to take the best care of my body and my health. I'm not going to feed anything destructive to my system. Whether it's for my mind, whether it's for my health, whether it's for my physique, whatever it is. So this was just a small part that we have to be mindful of what we are putting inside our body. Because in the next 10-20 years, this is the same body that you have to work with. You're not going to get another one. Remember that. So you have to think long term of the things that you are doing, of the habits that you have, of the type of stuff that you are eating. You need to ask yourself, in the next 10 to 20 years, is this going to keep me fit? Is this going to keep me healthy? Is this going to keep me efficient in the long run? What I am consuming, what I am feeding into my body. Is this long term? Am I thinking long term? And obviously, occasionally chal jata hai. Occasionally, once a week, once a month, whatever. Occasionally, I'm not saying that just quit everything permanently. I'm talking about on a daily basis. Improve the quality of food that you are feeding your body. After that, the most important thing is content. The most important. Social media is messing everyone up, especially the youth. Social media is messing you up. Social media is very dangerous. It depends how you use it. The type of content that you are consuming, that makes a huge difference. Because aaj ke time pe, everyone spends most of their time on social media, especially after that 2020 COVID crisis. Sab social media pe. So it is very crucial कि आप क्या type का content consume कर रहे हो. Now over here you're consuming this particular podcast which is good for you, good for your mindset, good for your overall life in the long run. But if you're watching TikToks, unnecessary TikToks, if you're watching some random girl dancing on songs, how is that helping you in the long run? How is that helping you make your life better? Now I'll tell you one thing about myself. Now you might have noticed कि मैं Instagram पे सिर्फ 10-15 लोगों को follow करता हूँ. Do you think ऐसा इसलिए because I have an attitude, I have ego, I don't follow back people because of this? And hell no. The reason I do not follow a lot of people is because I am mindful of what I am consuming in terms of content. I don't care what's going on in this person's life. I don't care what's going on in that person's life. I need to figure out my own life first. जब आपकी खुद की लाइफ फिगर्ड आउट नहीं है, why are you wasting time watching what other people are doing in their own lives? How does that make any sense? So I have set this particular rule for myself. There are only two types of people that I am going to follow on my social media or wherever. One, the first type, the most important type, is the people or the pages or whatever content creator it is, whether they are adding value to my life or not. That's the first criteria. If they're adding value to my life, if they're helping me get better, yes, I can follow them. Because in the long run, that is what's going to help me. Second is the people that are important to me, that are very close to me. So these are the only two type of people that I follow. You go to my Instagram, check how many people I follow, check who are the people that I follow. You won't find any TikToker, you won't find any random person or any random celebrity. I don't give a damn कि ये celebrity की life में क्या चल रहा है. I need to figure out my life first. I need to be successful in my own life first. Then I can care about what the hell is going on in the different person's life. This is the type of mindset you should have in terms of content. In terms of what you are consuming, what you are feeding your brain. Because बहुत सारे लोग, ये जो कंजम्पशन की बात आ जाती है, बहुत सारे लोग रुक जाते हैं सिर्फ फूड पे. But what type of content you are consuming in today's day, today's life is also very, very important. People waste hours scrolling through Reels, TikToks. What the hell are you doing? How is that helping you be better in life? So I want everyone, after this particular podcast, I want you to go to your social media, check who the hell you are following, and if they are not adding value to your life, unfollow them. If they are not important to you, unfollow them. Trust me, first of all, it will clear a lot of unnecessary trash on your social media. And automatically you will start spending less time on social media. Because आप जब खोलोगे आप अपना Instagram or whatever, when you open it and you don't see anything new, you'll just close it back and go back to whatever the hell you were doing. But when you follow a shit ton of people, you follow a lot of people you don't even know, when you open your social media, you have every other minute, you have some new story, you have some new post. So you spend more time on that. And that is unnecessary time wasted. So I want all of you that is listening to me right now, at this moment, after this podcast is over, after you're done listening to this, अपने social media पे जाओ, unfollow the people that don't add value to your life, unfollow the people that are not important to you. As simple as that. After that, I want to come to energy. What type of energy that you are consuming. Now, a very, very simple example, analogy or whatever you call it. अगर आपको कोई dirt देगा plate में सजा के and they'll tell you eat it. Are you going to eat it? The most you'll do is take it and throw it away, right? Same thing with energy you have to do. If someone is feeding you negative energy, are you going to consume it? You are going to take it and throw it away. But most people consume it. Sorry. Most people consume it. See, these podcasts are going to be absolutely raw and unedited. I made it clear in the start as well. So don't ask me to add background music. Don't ask me to edit it. Don't ask me to do anything. I'm just being myself and being raw over here, speaking what's on my mind. This is not scripted at all. So podcast में inconsistency भी रहने वाली है, because I'm going to do these podcasts only when I have that vision, only I have something to say, only if I feel that yes, I need to make a podcast on this topic. This is not going to be scripted. This is not going to be processed. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be raw. It's going to be real. So coming back to energy, if someone's going to feed you negative energy, are you going to take and eat that energy? Absolutely not. But most people do that. Most people intake that negative energy and then they spend the rest of their day thinking about that. Like, ये बंदे ने मुझे ये बोल दिया, इसने मुझे वो बोल दिया, ये बोल दिया, वो बोल दिया. I get so many shit comments on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram sometimes, but if I decide to spend time, if I decide to intake that negative energy, and if I decide to dwell on that or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to waste all my time, because the amount of hate comments that I get, it's not a lot, but if I start giving attention to every single hate comment that I get, I won't be able to do anything in life. Time नहीं बचेगा मेरे पास. So it's difficult initially. I agree with that, because even when I started my YouTube channel and when I was new, negative comments did come, but it's difficult to ignore that. You have to tell yourself, this person is feeding me negative energy. I am not going to consume it. I'm going to ignore it. You are not going to consume any negative energy anyone is giving you. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, doesn't matter if someone is your best friend or whoever the hell it is. Now, tell me one thing. If your parents are going to give you dirt in the plate, are you going to eat that? Absolutely not. So why are you going to take negative energy from them? Negative energy you are not going to take from anyone in this world. Not even me. Not anyone. So that's another important thing about energy. That you are not going to intake negative energy. You are not going to consume negative energy. Same thing with music. Now, a lot of us, almost all of us listen to music, right? Now, I see a lot of people listening to sad songs, depressive songs. Sorry. Now, if you are going to feed your brain with sad music, sad songs, you are going to be sad. If you're going to feed your brain with uplifting music, music that makes you feel good, you're going to feel good. So I don't see a point why you should be listening to sad music or negative music. A lot of people do. A lot of people listen to sad songs. How is that making you a better person? How is that improving anything inside of you? Why are you listening to sad songs that are potentially going to make you sad, potentially going to ruin your mood, potentially going to ruin your productivity? Now I want you to think about it. अभी जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने फूड की बात की, एनर्जी की बात की, कंटेंट की बात की, म्यूजिक की बात की. These are not just the only things that we consume. We consume a lot of things. Whether it is visual, whether it's audio, whether it is physical, whether it is spiritual, whatever. We consume a lot of things, and I want you to start questioning whatever you're consuming. Is it good for me? Is it adding value in my life? Is it helping me be a better person? Is it good for me in the long run? ये सारे questions you need to start asking about every single thing that you are consuming. This is the type of mindset you should be having with everything that you are consuming. Even if it comes to company. अभी इसके बारे में तो मैंने फर्स्ट एपिसोड में बात किया ही, that your friends, they should be thriving in their life and not surviving in. So even company, let's just say, even if you have someone, a friend that you meet occasionally, the company can also be negative. The company, like that friend can tell you that let's go and smoke, let's go and do that, let's go and gossip about this particular girl. How the hell is that making you a better person? Ask yourself these questions. Be mindful of what you are feeding your body, your mind. Because again, you get only one shot at this life, and you cannot be wasting this shot doing something ordinary, consuming some shit that is not good for you. It doesn't matter whatever it is. So I want you all to start now questioning things. So pretty much, yeah, that's going to be it for this particular episode. I hope you guys have taken notes. I hope everyone's listening to this carefully with full focus and commitment. If you're still listening to me, you are a real one. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening. Peace out.